Hey there, it's Chef Jeff coming to you live from the Cybersecurity Kitchen. So today we're going to continue our conversation about insider threat and talk specifically about an insider threat plan. Before I get to that, I did want to touch on something. So why are we having these conversations about insider threats? What is it that what is it about insiders, right? Don't we all trust and know and like these people? So the answer is, yeah, that may be true. But here's the thing, something for you to consider, is that there is a rise on tactics where people are offering money to employees, insiders, who have authorized access to plant backdoors, Trojans, ransomware, different types of tools on your computer network. And if that happens, it thwarts all of the investment you've made in cybersecurity, perimeter, all of that stuff, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's jump in and talk about a massive ransomware attack that was suffered on September 1st and is reported in Bleeping Computer today. So we can see here, so ransomware, this SoftServe IT provider and developer suffered a ransomware attack on September 1st. They have 8,000 employees and 50 offices. It's one of the largest companies. So news about the cyber attack on SoftServe, so some of their customers' code could have been exposed. So this is real. It is happening, right? And this is how it happens. Customer source code allegedly stolen. So think about this. Your intellectual property from a developer that you may have hired offshore to do work for you getting exposed. So what does this have to do with insider's threat? And it's talking about the ways that this happened. How did this virus, how did this exploit get onto the network, right? So that's not our conversation today, but what if it was an insider? What if an insider launched that attack? Think about it. So, do you have an insider threat plan? That's what we're going to talk about today. So, when we're looking at a threat plan, we want to look at establish a program. So, say we're going to have a insider threat plan, and we're going to assign someone to the responsibility of this role. And we're going to define what the role is. That's the beginning of the plan. Then we're going to figure out how are we protecting our assets. We're going to get our IT people together, our security people, everyone who's necessary to create a project team and make sure that we're properly planning to protect our intellectual property, our personal information, our PII, all of the things of value to our organization. And then we're going to want to be able to recognize that a threat is happening and report it when it's happening so that we can shut it down as quickly as possible, minimize the damage, minimize the risk. And then finally, once an insider threat has happened, we want to assess what happened, we want to respond to it and figure out and have a good plan in place so we don't freak out and lose it, so that we actually have an action, a very well laid out action plan that tells us how do we deal with this, how do we shut it, what happened, and who do we need to notify. So that is, in a nutshell, the basis of an insider threat plan. You're going to notice that there's a lot of similarities between an insider threat plan as there is to a cybersecurity incident response plan, a business recovery response plan, a security response. All of these planning are going to have the same thing. Assign someone to be responsible for it, create a team, identify the risks and the exposures, and determine how are you going to mitigate your risk and exposure. So My name is Jeff Brody, and I'm the founding partner of Code Fusion Communications located here in the Greater Toronto Area, serving companies across the GTA, across Canada, and around the globe, helping companies stay safe and secure and productive. Hey, if you found this information useful, or you know a corporation, a business, a not-for-profit, or a charity that you think this information would be helpful for, go ahead and click the share button. I would appreciate it, and they might too. If you have some comments for me or feedback, go ahead and drop them below this video. Let me know what your thoughts are. Drop me a personal message. I'd love to have a strategy call with you if that's something that you feel would be helpful. I've had a number of strategy calls, and they've all been very excellent and productive. So this is Chef Jeff signing out live from the Cybersecurity Kitchen located here in the Greater Toronto Area. Tune in tomorrow when we continue to talk more on insider threats. You have yourself an awesome day. I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks. Bye for now.